everyone. Today we will discuss part 2 of the chapter Bones and Muscles. We'll start with quick revision of the things which we have already discussed in part 1. We discussed about skeletal system, that it is a framework of bones which provides support and shape to the body and also protects delicate organs. Adult human beings have 206 bones. The skull protects the brain. Spine or vertebral column protects the spinal cord. Rib cage protects heart and lungs. And our ears and nose bear cartilage instead of bones, due to which we are able to bend it. Then, femur is the largest bone of our body and humerus helps in lifting and pulling. Today we'll start with joints. So joints, as the name suggests, what are joints? These are the place where something joins. In this case, it refers to the place where two bones meet or are joined together. So there must be something which joins these two bones at a joint. These are ligaments. Stretchy straps called ligaments, what they do, they help to hold the joint together. They join the bones together and also it prevents it from dislocation. At joints only, there are some tissue-like structures which are known as cartilage, and the function of cartilage here is to cushion the joints. It means it prevents the rubbing of bones at the joints. Joints are of two types, movable joints and immovable joints. Immovable joints, as the name itself indicates, that they are not able to move. The bones at immovable joints they either show little or no movement at all. Its function is to protect the delicate organs inside it. Examples, the joints between the bones of the skull and the joints between teeth. Movable joints, the joints that we are able to move freely in our body due to the presence of cartilage. And they are found in our arms, legs, hip and shoulders. Then the movable joints are further divided into 4 categories. We will discuss them one by one. We'll start with hinge joint. But before we do it, just do one thing. Try to move your knees and elbows in all possible directions. Then tell me, what do you notice? We see that we are able to move them only in 2 directions. Why? Because our knees and elbows, they consist hinge joint, which can show or which can exhibit movement in only 2 directions. This we can see at our homes indoors. You can try them, then you can see that you can move them in only 2 directions, not more than that. So this is hinge joint. Next is pivot joint. Pivot joint, it is a joint between skull and first 2 vertebrae of spine. We have already discussed what is vertebrae. Vertebrae refers to a single bone of the spine. Then it helps to move our head upwards, downwards and sideways. In pivot joint, only rotational movement is possible. Next is ball and socket joint. This is the only type of joint out of all the 3 which shows the maximum movement in every direction. It is present in our hips and shoulder area. What happens in ball and socket joint is that one of the bones ends in a ball that fits into a hole or a socket-like structure in another bone. Next is, and the last one is sliding or gliding joint. Sliding or gliding joints, what they allow bones to slide on each other between any 2 parts. Like this allows us to move our hand and foot from side to side as well as backwards and forwards. It is present in our wrist and ankles. Next topic is our muscles. Now, muscles, they contribute to almost half of the body weight. The bones and muscles, they work together and they carry out the function of movement. They are made up of tough elastic tissues. In our body, there are 640 muscles in total. Muscles can pull the bones, they cannot push. We have seen that the muscles, they are responsible for movement, but to make movement at a time, we require at least two muscles. Example, to move the lower arm, you need two muscles. You need to move two muscles. What are they? Biceps and triceps. Types of muscles. Muscles are divided into three categories. These are voluntary muscles, involuntary muscles, and cardiac muscles. We'll understand them one by one. Number one is voluntary muscles. Voluntary muscles, they control the movement of body and are under our control. Suppose we can close our eyes or open them whenever we need. It means it works according to our will. That is why they are termed as voluntary muscles. Second, involuntary muscles. They are not under our control. They work on their own. They are found in internal organs. Example is stomach. So we can't suggest or we can't ask our stomach to perform the function of digestion whenever we need. It will carry out its function whether we according it to its self. Third is cardiac muscles. Cardiac muscles, they are found in heart and they are also involuntary. They will keep on pumping the blood throughout the body throughout the lifetime. Now we have learnt the importance of bones and muscles, so it becomes now very important to take care of bones and muscles. So for that, we must keep our bones and muscles in proper shape. How can we do that? We must consume protein and calcium rich food like milk, eggs. We must exercise daily and also we must sit and stand in correct posture. We'll quickly summarize the whole chapter in the form of some keywords. These are new, so let's discuss them once again. What is a joint? A place where two bones meet. The two bones meet at joint. They are joined together with the help of ligaments. They also prevent dislocation. Now third is cartilage. It prevents the rubbing of bones at the joint, and cartilage are soft tissues, strong but soft tissues which are capable of bending. And you must recall it, we have already discussed that our ears and our nose, it consists of cartilage, not bone. Muscular system made up of muscles and responsible for movement of body parts. Now, at last, I have some questions for you. This is in the form of name these. Number one, two types of limbs. Number two, two types of joints. Number three, four types of movable joints. And number four, three types of muscles. That's all for today. Thank you so much.